Hello and welcome to Pro Trader Strategies Market Commentary for Friday, March the 17th. My name is Eric Wilkinson. Some of you may recognize me as the Wolfman from CNBC, Fox Business, or even the Wall Street Journal for my commentary on everything from economic to geopolitical and market analysis. Please keep in mind that everything that we talk about in these market commentaries is not a solicitation to buy or sell any of these securities or strategies. At the end of the day, we're here to teach you some different strategies that you can implement into your portfolios, but please do that in your own way. The reason why I can't give you a recommendation on a particular stock or strategy is because I don't know your risk parameters. I don't know what's in your portfolios, and therefore what I'm doing could be counterintuitive to what you are already doing. Having that out of the way, let's get this on. Just a little bit of economic data today, not a whole lot across the pond, but here in the United States we got industrial production came in unchanged, 0%, was expected to be an increase of about 0.3%, and then we got capacity utilization came in at 75.4, was expected to be 75.5, so right in line there. We also got University of Michigan consumer sentiment came in at 97.1, which was what was expected, and then we got the CB leading index, which isn't really that widely looked at, came in at 0.6%, was expected to be 0.4%, and University of Michigan inflation expectations came in at 2.4%, so nothing really to see there. Other than that, on to the overall markets. We've got crude oil just moving into positive territory right now as we're starting to roll here, just up about 3 cents. Again, everything really kind of taking a breather today, other than bonds are kind of moving up pretty good. But we've got crude oil basically unchanged at 49.26, below that $50 a barrel area. And this was where I was talking about where it's going to start kind of slowing down. I thought we might see it want to push down here to this 45 area. I still think that that is in the cards, but we'll have to see how much more momentum to the downside we get here. It could easily just want to kind of track here for just for a while, just to build up, because there is a lot of volume and time spent at that area already. Onto the gold futures, up slightly on the day, but can't get above that 200-day moving average. That is a major resistance. It is in a downward trend in a sense, so anything that doesn't kind of break above this area here is going to continue that bearish sentiment, if you will. So look for it to come down and test this 1181 area, or 1180 area, let's call it. Then on to the bonds. This is what I was talking about. Bonds actually taking back basically all of yesterday's losses, up 19 ticks on the day, not quite, just over half of a full point, but up 19 ticks on the day and erasing all of yesterday's losses. Then on to the Dow Jones Industrial Average, just down off by about 3 points right now, and just kind of really bouncing along that 9-day moving average, acting as a nice support resistance area, acting as support right now going into the day here. Then NASDAQ up just a couple of points, up 2 points on the day. Yesterday's doji really looks pretty bearish, but keep in mind, I talked about this, that high was created overnight, so it isn't going to be as powerful as if that happened during the daytime. The day session is looking at that 54.40 area, knowing that the overnight session printed it, and being the big dogs, they don't want that to happen. So the overall markets are going to have to try and look at that to print in the day session. E-mini S&Ps, complete mixed bag today on the equities. They're down on the day right now, just by a couple of points, and just not a whole lot going on. Just pretty quiet day for the most part. This is what I'm talking about with the E-mini S&Ps on a 30-minute chart, 10-day section off here. This does include the overnight section, but inside day, completely inside day, and a very balanced day. So we got the point of control really lining up between yesterday and today, and the value area high, the value area low inside of that. So not a whole lot going on. If you are trading market profile, it's a good day to actually trade the market profile when you have these inside days, because anytime it basically comes up and hits these value area highs of the previous day or the value area low of the previous day, those are good opportunities to step into the ring and fade that move in a sense. So you'd be selling value area high of the previous day and buying the value area low of the previous day, and get out of some of them right at the point of control, and then the balance when it retraces all the way to the other side. So that's about it for those markets. Then on to what I have done. Actually, I haven't done anything in AMGN right now. They had a trial that didn't go as well as what was expected, and they are kind of sticking it to me right now. If you remember, I put on some short 170 puts that are actually expiring today. And most times I would kind of roll this out in time, kind of collect a little bit more credit, and be a little bit more defensive, try and keep collecting credit, lower my overall cost basis on this. I might just pull the ripcord on this. We were well above in this area. I thought this trial was actually going to work out pretty well, but it didn't. And now that we're down inside this value area low and below like the 50 day moving average, there's a lot against this, a lot of headwinds to the upside. So I'm just going to kind of play it by ear. I'm going to look at it. Hopefully, I actually have a working order right now in these March 170 puts to get out at a scratch, but it is not looking good right now. So I might just pull the ripcord, take my loss on that. I still have on my ratio call spread as well that I did for the webinar last Friday. So that one's actually working out all right. I'm looking to be able to keep my credit there, but it's not making up for this down move here. So hopefully I can get it to at least trade 170.01 and let those puts expire worthless, but I don't know if that's in the cards today, so I might just have to get out at the very end of the day, because I don't want to get assigned these, and now that it's inside this value area, I think I'm just going to get out of it. So on to the other trade that I have on, I put on, which was in or took off in Mosaic. So let me pull up that AMGN again and punch in Mosaic. So in Mosaic, I put on, I closed out this trade. It's in the April, and I was short the 32 calls. Originally collected 46 cents for it, got out for 50% of my max profit, which is 23 cents. So got out of that today, got the directionality, so everything worked out nicely in that. Came back down into the value area here. We got a little bit of volatility contraction, so that trade worked out nicely for me. So other than the AMGN, everything is looking pretty decent. Today we're going to be doing a webinar on the ratio put spread. So it's taking a long put spread. We're going to add a little bit more risk to it and create a higher probability trade with that, because we can actually make money if we're directionally wrong with this trade, and by adding a little bit more risk to the downside. If it comes down and pins just inside of our short puts, then that will get us our max profit. So I'm going to go through all the rules on how to set that up to increase your probabilities of success with this kind of trade. So go to protraderstrategies.com and sign up for that. If you can't take that, take it easy.